It's Monday morning.
Yeah,
and it's the 4th of September. I'm John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
It's Labor Day. I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm Howard Hall.
And we got special guest Melvin Purvis, G-Man, here with us today.
It is Labor Day. We have to hurry because we got a couple things in the beginning that are actually going on right now. So we're going to try not to waste any time. We'll try to get this posted quick. First off, thank you to the groups who always share our group. If you're not a part of that, please follow us, like our page. But as we always say, if you want to comment on the show, hit the Small Town Network name on the post that you're watching it on now and click on the original post and comment on there.
Yeah, especially if we got a contest, because you can't be sure that you're entered if you're not on the main page.
Hate this one. Over the weekend we lost a hero of mine. It still isn't real to me.
Beach cocktails, baby.
It gives me goosebumps to even think that Jimmy Buffett has passed away. No big surprise, skin cancer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I read skin cancer led to something else.
I've heard that through several different things.
But not a big surprise. He was always in the sun. But man, and I wanted to play some music, but if I did, Facebook would kick us off.
Yeah.
And so would YouTube.
It's playing in your head right now if you're a Buffett fan.
But if you're a Buffett fan, you're probably still just so affected by that.
I saw him, I don't know how many times.
So jealous. Passed up many opportunities to see him.
A dozen times at least. We used to go to Carol Wynn's amusement park and see him I think it was in the summer.
I'm jealous. I've been to Margaritaville in Key West before there was a million other Margaritavilles.
Did that too.
Now there's Margaritavilles everywhere, but they don't compare to the one in Key West, the original one. But anyway, rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett.
I'm gonna listen to Buffett this afternoon, standing about neck deep in water, and might have a cold beverage.
Yeah, have your toes in the water and your...
I'm gonna be up to here.
Grass in the sand.
Yeah.
Another one, I said we had to hurry because this is one of them that's going on right now. They sent it to us this weekend, so I wanted to make sure we told you about it. But Donna Marie's downtown Harriman. We've talked about Fondle My Art Designs before. But go support your Roane County vendors 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. today.
So it's starting just about now. That's when we're shooting this. So
418 North Roane Street in Harriman. Go see them, and she's going to be sharing a bunch more stuff with us. So go see that. With no further ado, we will rush into our... I forgot about this. This is our other thing. Howard is going to tell you about this, but... Howard, tell them about this video.
Oh, this is down here in Rockwood at Rockin' the Ramp at Tom Fuller's boat launch, and had a lot of vendors down there. There was a band playing in the evening. Of course, I didn't stay there they had fireworks in the evening. I didn't stay there till the fireworks started.
It's past your bedtime.
Yeah, stay there during the day. But yeah, as you can see, there's vendors down there by the shoreline.
What time is
there's
this?
Vendors up there had a play area for the kids.
What time or so around about is
That was probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Wow.
And you had people coming in and people going out. So
here's another one.
there's the stage where the band played. But yeah, I met a lot of vendors down there. Everything from candles to homemade stuff to food trucks. So
yeah, and I'm curious. And if you went to it, you'll have to send us a message if you're a viewer. But curious if the crowd got bigger than that, or if it ever got packed.
The end result on it?
I would say the fireworks time, everybody probably...
You would think main stage, opening up with the main band, and the fireworks would probably draw more.
So anyway, very cool. Always good to have anything going on in Rockwood.
Right. Yeah.
So also, really quickly, Howard went to the last week. Went to the city council meeting. Any good stuff from that?
Well, they're going to be hiring maybe about 6 or 7 personnel between the fire department, the Rockwood Police Department, but and I think they're going to be hiring one for Parks and Recreation. But all things set aside, I do have a group page that's affiliated with Small Town Network, and it's strictly, well, not strictly, but it's for Rockwood citizens and business owners in Rockwood.
What's the name of the page?
And it's called Town and Talk Citizens of Rockwood.
Yeah.
And the colors I have are the Riddler colors, which is green and purple. So you can't miss it.
Yeah, so that's cool, and
And that's for the people who really can't get down there and sit down and listen to the city council.
So there's going to be questions and civil conversation.
Right.
And Howard's found out also that, and I was going to really raise some stink because I'm like, I do this on a daily basis, but you can record the city council meetings, so I probably am going to rig you up with some stuff to take down that we can share it back on our page.
Right, yeah, so I'm gonna start recording those.
Yeah, because why not? And what a great thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That's all for you.
Yeah. So go like that page.
Follow, get on the group, yeah.
We'll share a link to it on Small Town Network.
In the same vein of local news and stuff, I don't know how certain we are of this, but you were sharing something with us that you think that there may be some jobs coming to the old mill property. Is that confirmed?
Well,
you know,
it's
Just
in the
rumors.
making. I would say in the making that the old Alba
yeah.
facility is being bought out, and they're going to be making car parts there.
Oh, that's good.
That
Like a
would be-
Denso.
So that's the hearsay.
like a Denso type thing. Or
Right,
something?
yeah.
That's
So
still
that would
great.
be- that would
Around
be
200
great.
jobs.
That's huge.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
So anyway, right
Yeah.
into it. Here we are with things to do, brought to you by none other than Mr. John Evans.
John Evans at Evans Financial, and Melvin Purvis here, my buddy. But down there on Front Street, across from what is the park, what used to be the park, and all things financial. You can come down there and see us for just about anything. If you're getting those big old fat statements in the mail and you don't know who sent them to you, and you're wondering why your money's doing what it's doing, you can bring those down. We can make some sense of them, and I can probably handle that for you right here in town. So give me a call at 865-354-1337, or just stop in and see me at 103 South Front.
Yeah, go do it. And starting it off, well, here's our things to do.
Here.
Just making sure your speakers were on. Hooray for hearing me going on now.
Going on right now, they got food trucks, kids alley, live music, and a pageant. Oh God, I pity everybody associated with the pageants. It's
Yeah.
the worst job in the world.
Martha's
But-
working.
Yep, give Martha a call at 865-882-9414 and ask her how it's going, and
Yeah.
she can tell you, come on down.
And later today,
They're gonna have live music at the Grove, and tonight it is Soul Soup, and it's 5:45 Central Time.
yeah, go down there and see it.
And
Tuesday?
Tuesday they're going to be jamming at the Bradbury Community Club from 6 to 10. $2 gets you in. They do have snacks, but for $2 you can also play. So take your instrument and find somebody to jam with.
Yeah, and on Tuesday as well.
They got Country Gold at Lake Tansing.
Yeah.
And it's part of their summer music series, and that's 6 p.m. Central.
As well, yep. And also Tuesday.
Smokey and the Bandit 2, and if you know the answer to this question, how many Smokey and the Bandits were there?
That's good.
Let us know.
Yeah.
We think there's 3,
Yeah.
Possibly 4, but
The
if you-
third one must have tanked.
yeah, if you want to see the second one though, you can go at 7 p.m. Central Time, and it costs you $10.
Very cool on this date.
They opened the first true supermarket. It was a Piggly Wiggly in Memphis, Tennessee, and there's still one in Spring City.
I love that. That's awesome.
We call it the Wiggly Pig, but
The Wiggly Pig, Wednesday.
they have the food trucks in Harriman. We're not sure who, but they're there from 11 a.m. to 2.
They'll be there. And then Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge, they're having a farmer's market from 9 a.m. to 1 at the Preserve.
And this just kicked back up last week.
Yeah, we've been telling you about it all summer. We've been lying to you, and we didn't mean to.
They probably had something going on Wednesdays.
Yeah, and I hope people were showing up going, well, John Scott and Kenny told me, or Howard told me to come on down, and
They lied.
They lied to me. That's why you get your money back if you
That's
don't
right.
like the show. But they're doing it now. If you go at 6 p.m. every Wednesday, they got kindergarten through 8th grade crafts, games, story time, music, and worship.
Yeah, and then Lake Tansy.
Lake Tansy's got a farmer's market on Thursday. That's 9 a.m. to 11, and that's Central Time. No charge to set up, but you've got to call and reserve your spot.
And another significant day in history.
I'm not familiar with his music, but
I actually like Tupac.
Did you?
Yeah, I do.
And I
get a little
couldn't, if
gangster
you
every now
played
and
him, I wouldn't know who it was. But he was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting and died 6 days later.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a big
Did
east side,
they know
west
who
side.
did it?
Well, it was supposedly Biggie's, they grew up friends, Biggie Smalls. And then basically, like, Tupac, it became this east side, west side thing. Like, Tupac was from California.
I think,
the New York rappers were from New York.
When your name is an inherent contradiction, I think you have trouble being stable mentally.
You'd think?
Yeah, I think that's then all in the name.
Yeah, true, very true. Then September 7th, the Taste of Crossville.
That's Central Time, 6 p.m. downtown Crossville, and I'm assuming they're going to have a whole bunch of food for you to taste.
Yeah.
But tickets cost you $25.
On Thursday, and then Friday, significant date in history.
The first permanent European settlement in the U.S., founded in St. Augustine, Florida, and I believe that was the Spanish that did that.
Ponce de Leon.
But I would have thought, I would have been wrong at this, I would have thought it was one of the colonies in Virginia, but, hey.
No, it's not, and there's a castle there. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Love St. Augustine, and you know who else loves St. Augustine? Diane.
Yes.
Diane's a big
Is
fan.
that East Coast or West Coast?
Well, that would be the east coast of Florida.
Okay.
Way up at the top.
Down, so up around Jacksonville.
Like north of Cape Canaveral and all that, and it's way up, like at the top of the foot, almost to Georgia.
Same.
Yeah.
They just need to do the history research is what the people need to start doing. History research.
Yep.
Yeah.
But significant date, nonetheless.
Yes, absolutely.
Also,
I was rocking on Road to Mayor's Alley in Harriman that they're going to have the School of Rock. So bring your own chair,
yeah,
unless you want to sit on the ground.
but it's free. And then here's a big one this next weekend.
And if you want to know about this one, you better go to their website because
Yeah.
there's more stuff going on than we can sit here and talk about. But it's from the 8th to the 17th, so it's a big one.
Yeah, that's huge. And another movie this weekend.
Hannah Montana, once again, something I don't know much about, but apparently
That's Miley Cyrus.
masquerading as Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And apparently is she Hannah Montana and somebody else in that show?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
It's out of my league.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't
After my time.
And
but
Tom never got into it either.
Thank goodness.
Or Melvin, I'm sorry.
Melvin. And then the Obed.
This is a great series of stuff. They're
Yeah.
having the Wildflower Walk, and they got something every week. So
Yeah.
somebody go to that and take some pictures and send them to us.
Yeah, that's very cool.
It's Mondays, or is it Mondays? What day is it? Oh, it's Fridays.
That one is on Friday. They mix them up.
Yeah.
There's Tuesdays, Thursdays, it's all over the place. But check it out, call to register. Another significant day in history.
Another thing I did not know, that on this date in 76, we renamed the country from the United Colonies to the United States of America,
Yeah.
and I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, very, very, very good. And then another great date in history.
Elvis Presley had an earache, apparently.
He couldn't, I said he couldn't hear himself in the monitors, right?
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
Yep, but he was on the Ed Sullivan Show, and I think they cropped his camera in
Yeah,
real
like
close
waist
and,
up or something. Yeah.
Didn't want him wiggling on the TV.
A big break for him, and the beginning of what became huge career there. And this weekend, Saturday.
Kingston's got their Lakeside Farmers Market again from 8 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, check it out. Beautiful area. And then in Crossville.
They got the Cumberland County Farmers Market at 6:30 a.m. Central Time.
And then later in that day on Crossville.
It's Central Time again at 4. They got the Cumberland Voices, and it's free to get in. And they're doing, some music, some storytelling.
Yeah. So go check that out. Going to be a good time. This one's a little further south, but on your way there you can see our 6 little teacups who sponsors
down
your
the
birthday.
down
Yeah,
58.
on your way down there, get you some cinnamon rolls and some stuff.
Chattanooga's having their Sunflower Festival.
Yeah, big time. Another thing that you got to really go to their website because there's so much to that. Another cool one.
So if you go down there and you go to the Six Little Teacups and get something to eat,
right.
you go on down to there, and then you start coming home. You come up to the fall market there in Cleveland, and that goes from 10 to 4.
Yeah, and
you come on back. It's not far up to Charleston. They got their Cowpea Festival, and the wife and Melvin here went last year, and it was a pretty good show down there.
Although it didn't leave a mark on him too much.
No, he didn't remember it.
He was like, I don't remember going that. Speaking of not a lot of information, but it's going on. I couldn't find much. Call Diane.
Yeah, call Diane. She can not tell you, but
the center line will be there.
The center line Western Dressage Show at Run State.
And there is their website, but even that was very lacking. So I tried. But something that has a lot of info.
Yep, a Revved Up for Jesus car show at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Kingston.
Yeah.
$20 to get your car in.
And there you see their phone number at the bottom. Call Brian for
they
more
got awards
info.
and prizes and everything, so take your car.
Yeah, awesome time. And Ray Springs Revival.
Ray Springs Revival live at the Terrace View Marina. And man, go by water. It's a long way to land, but you can get there.
Yeah. Spring City, every now and then we get a cool thing down there, and we share that in their group. So thanks for watching, all the Spring City folks. And the Rat Run.
The Rat Run up in Cumberland County Fairgrounds, and that's from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. They got games and crafts and all kind of stuff down there, and it costs you $5.
Yeah, go check it out. And here's a cool day in history.
Yep, September 10th in 08, they finally fired up the CERN in CERN, France, the Large Hadron Collider. And they've been figuring out stuff and finding little particles and things, and they predicted for years that they would find the Higgs boson. They finally found remnants of it. And supposedly the Higgs field created by the Higgs boson is what gives us mass. Without mass, what would we be? Massless.
Yeah.
How would we live like that?
So think about that. And that brings us into school news, which we're working on some graphics for the new sponsor, but we're going to put it in the place that's going. Do they have a name? The one that's going in the ice cream shop in your?
Yeah, that's the Spotted Frog.
The Spotted Frog. We're going to make them the sponsor of local school news.
Yep.
They don't know it yet, but they are going to be.
Yep.
But here's your first semester important dates. Obviously, we're in the middle of the Labor Day one on September 4th. Next significant thing is the fall break already in October. There's your second semester if you're planning a spring break trip or anything like that. Teacher in service days, important stuff like that. But as you know, we usually have a Rockwood student reporter, and we have one again. And it's one that kind of kicked us off to start the whole program. He kicked off last semester as well, and he's going to be kicking it off for us. So back again is our student reporter from Mrs. Clement's journalism class at Rockwood High School, and this is Aaron Summerall.
I'm Aaron Summerall, student reporter from Rockwood High School, here to give you the latest news here at RHS. First off, happy Labor Day week. This week, the Lady Tiger Waves soccer team will play home against Fulton on Tuesday and play away against Greenback on Thursday starting at 6:30 p.m. Also on Thursday, the golf team will play an away game at Emory against Harriman starting at 4 p.m. And the Rockwood High School Open House will be hosted here at RHS. This Friday, we travel to Sunbright in the football game Tiger against Tiger with kickoff starting at 7:30 p.m. And finally, with the school year just picking up and freshmen settling into their new classes, we advise you to branch out and take advantage of the wonderful clubs and opportunities here at RHS. Have an amazing Labor Day week, and thank you for listening to my segment of the Rockwood High School News.
Yeah, so once again, thanks to Aaron Summerall for his kicking our year off again with Mrs. Clement's class. But for you guys that don't know, that just joined us, that's part of their grade in the journalism class. So we really appreciate that, and it's a great way to get some information about what's going on at Rockwood High. So gotta
and
thank
you're going to
them.
see different kids throughout the
Yeah.
year do that. So if you do see this, reach out to their friend, their grandparents and their parents and say you saw it. And
then comment on the show and tell them they did a good job,
Yeah, yeah.
because they always do. Here's the school news, sports.
What Aaron just told us is pretty much true. That we got soccer. We got Fulton here on the 5th. On the 7th, we go to Harriman and play golf at 4.
Yep, away at Harriman.
And we go soccer at Greenback on the 7th. And we have football away at Sunbright on Friday.
And then a big Gatlinburg tournament.
They got, we're playing 2 days, playing Saturday at 1:50, Sunday at 3:50 in Gatlinburg.
And there again is your entire Rockwood Rams football and cheer schedule for that. Also, don't forget the Rockwood podcast, Tiger Talk podcast, is on Spotify, and I imagine they'll be adding some new segments to that as well. So follow them. Appreciate Mrs. Clements and her class, and Rockwood High School for being a part of the program. Now that heads us into weather, which is brought to you by Shape Up.
Shape Up, great little gym over there in the Shape Up Plaza, we like to call it, with Tractor Supply and Big Lots. Now, they do have just about everything you're going to want to get yourself in shape. You got machines, they got free weights, they have walking track, and they got all kinds of aerobic equipment. They got classes. But the desk hours are important, because if you're an older person and you got a Medicare supplement or Advantage plan, good chance these dudes right here, you don't have to worry about them. Your plan will pay that for you, so just go see Ken and Mary and get in shape, get healthy, and do it for free.
That's right, and heading to the weather roll, thanks to WVLT. There he is, and he's jamming. Also got to thank Heather Haley and the First Alert Weather crew. Take it, Howard.
All right, back at you again. Hope you all have a good holiday today. And as far as the weather goes, as you can see, old heat miser is still trying to keep that high 90s up on us. But yet, as you can see, it's starting to cool down in the evenings. We're getting around 60, high 60s, low 70s. And of course, for the game on Saturday, it's going to be a nice 87 degrees. And partly cloudy all through the week, but as far as radar goes right now, we're all clear.
Yeah.
So, if it gets hot, don't forget to hydrate.
That's right. And there he goes. And once again, got to thank Heather Haley and the entire First Alert Weather crew. Don't forget, download their apps. They got a weather app, and they've got the news app as well. Both can be customized to go to your direct area. So we thank them for that. And he's back. It's magic.
It is.
It is magic.
How did that happen?
That heads us into other interests. Other interests are stuff going on not this week, but the following week, and that's brought to you by Country Tonight Theater in Pigeon Forge. Don't forget, they got their celebrity concert series, Always the Loretta, coming at the end of the month. Get your ticket for that. I'm going to see if I can't get us some tickets. I'll call Jeff. It's Labor Day. I won't call him today, but I'll call him tomorrow and try to get us some tickets to that. But go check out their website, Country Tonight PF, or give them a call to book your tickets now. But again, awesome show. And here we go to our other interest. Yeah, and Lake Tansy, as always.
Yep, they're continuing their summer music series, and next Tuesday.
Truly Clueless.
Yep.
Yeah, so check that out. And then the Obed continues.
Next week they got a Lunch and Learn at Tennessee Greenland Conservatory, but apparently on Lunch and Learn,
Bring your own
lunch, because if you show up without one, you're going to learn that they don't have lunches for you.
And you would be lunching and learning, wouldn't you? Well, you wouldn't be lunching, but you'd be learning. Yeah, so bring your own lunch, but register for that. Also, at the Grove, music continues.
Yeah, with the Melissa Ellis Band at 4 p.m. Central on Monday night.
And the deadline is soon approaching.
Yep, there's Scarecrow contest there in Harriman, and once again, we did confirm it has to be an actual scarecrow. You cannot dress up like a scarecrow and stand there.
Yeah, you're outpowered.
You have to, but if you got questions or if you want a petition to be a live scarecrow, there's some contact info for Martha down there, and give her that question.
Yeah, for sure. And then don't forget, as always,
Main Street Mondays, downtown Rockwood, and we're talking to everybody too. I think we're going to try to have every Front Street business open
Yeah.
for that and take advantage of the folks coming to town.
And we'll keep you posted on the page about that as well. So, and also back in Crossville.
We got a Fall Fest from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time at the Pumpkin Patching, games and obstacle courses and stuff. It's free if you're staying at the campground, but it's $10 to park if you're not a guest there.
Yeah, and then there's a financial workshop just down the street here.
Yeah, they're going to talk about everything from basics of budgeting and managing money and all that. They're going to provide lunch and registration limited, so contact the pastor there at the church or just come see me because I talk about that stuff all the time.
Yeah, and you can kind of get your palate wet with that and then go down and see John and he can get you some more information on that. That heads us into birthdays, and like we said, go down to Six Little Teacups on your way down to the Sunflower Festival down there. But again, custom cakes, custom cookies, custom sweets, you name it. She's been real busy. I added some, look at their Halloween cake there. Look at that strawberry thing on the bottom right and those cookies. And there's a happy birthday for Mom. And I think that was actually Granny's cake from last week. Yeah, so go on your way down to Chattanooga. It's just south of Kingston on 58, just like 35 minutes or so. But Monday birthdays.
And
yeah, we got
up front, I got to apologize. I did the Rockwood birthdays and sent them over, and I've lost them, and they didn't make it to you.
John's paying.
No, Tom's paying.
Tom's paying.
Or what's his,
so if
what's
your
his
birthday, Melvin Purvis.
Melvin's
G-Man.
paying.
So if your birthday's not on here today and you're upset about that, Tom's going to give you your money back. And
that's right.
Also,
he's not happy about it either.
It enforces the point that if you want to make sure something's on, send it to us yourself.
That's right.
And
so send us
a picture as well.
Yeah.
But born on this date is Paul Harvey.
Good day. No,
all these are yours.
Yeah, that's right. We practiced this. You wouldn't know. Buddy Gaunt's a good friend of ours. Pretty much, man. He's a huge supporter of all the shows in Pigeon Forge. Everybody in Pigeon Forge knows Buddy. So a big happy birthday to Buddy. Tiffany Lee Young, birthday on Monday as well, and then Tuesday.
You got Jesse James, Raquel Wells, and Freddie Mercury, and Bob Newhart. That's quite a list of famous folks.
And my buddy Ray Adams, and then on Wednesday, you've got Roger Waters and the Marquise de la Lafayette. We talked about him not long ago on the Civil War Battle of, anyways, down in Virginia. Back and watch. I can't remember either. Jamie Lynn Cruz and Roger Rourke. Also
Yorktown.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Janelle Eubanks Reese, Alex Hendry, and Kevin Smith. And then your Friday birthday.
Richard the Lionheart and Peter Sellers and Patsy Cline.
That's right.
Good list of folks there.
Crazy.
And Colonel Sanders, not a real colonel, and the scourge of chickens all over.
He is in my book.
Yeah.
He's the general of chicken.
He's good.
Actually, it's not as good as it used to be. Just saying.
We don't eat it much, but I like it.
I actually been going to the Bojangles chicken instead.
Really?
God, it's so good. Man.
I'm all for it.
Don't get me started. Adam Sandler. And Vito Minona, one of my coaches, and he was a world history teacher in high school, but he actually follows me on Facebook and might watch the show, so big happy birthday to him.
Name like that, he ought to be mobbed up.
I know, and he's a cool guy, man. He actually, short story about him, but he, when I was in high school, got diagnosed with cancer and had a really close bout, and it just makes me happy to see his posts on Facebook every week, so he's still going and doing well. So happy birthday to him,
Arnold Palmer and Roger Maris, both good sports guys.
Yeah, and Jacqueline Ratcliffe wraps up the birthdays. Again, if you have any complaints or birthdays, functions, comments, garage sales, you name it, this is how you get a hold of us.
Yeah, you can email us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com, or the quickest, easiest, best, cheapest.
Yeah.
And best way of getting your money back from Melvin Purvis is message us directly on their Facebook page.
Yeah, message Melvin. As always, you hear the music in the background. We always send a shout out to our friends Uzori, who are still doing okay and alive there in Ukraine, but they're still battling. It's a constant battle. Their hometown is still being smashed. So we send our thoughts and prayers out to them. But yeah, that wraps up another week here on these community news on the Small Town Network. Don't forget, go like Howard's page. We'll share a link this week
Yes, we will.
to that, but that will get you information on everything going on and your opportunity
Homemade
to
tamales.
speak. We got homemade tamales, so if you get here in the next 5 seconds, you'll get those. And so wrapping up another week. Thanks to, what's his handle?
Melvin Purvis,
Melvin.
G-Man.
Melvin for joining us, special guest on this Labor Day, making him work. Have a great, safe Labor Day, everybody. Have a great week. So from everybody here, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Howard Hall.
And Melvin Purvis.
Melvin Purvis. Have a great week, everybody.
See ya.
Like, follow, and share.